Shut up.
Try to get me in a room, yeah. Everybody wanna talk, why? Always coming with the tunes, they know I'ma take it far, right? Something I already knew, yeah. Never needed your applause, nah. They been saying it's a fluke, this is not a false alarm, nah. It's not. Did it and I never sold my soul. Yeah. Devil never gonna hold me close. Nah. You can put that on the Holy Ghost. I'm a night owl like I'm OVO. Hit a dance with it like a do-si-do. No, this is not my first rodeo. No luck needed, no four-leaf clove. Yes, I know I look like Cody Cole. Content list or the YouTube pages. Nintendo, I don't do 2K. Just Sweet 16s, I don't do souffle. But rich and tasty. Let me take them all bag. For the whole studio in the backpack. Little kid in the back with a black cat. Making hits in the class like Jack Black did. That's passion. I ain't sleeping, I'm back at it. Young and restless.
So, you got my money?
Is this the one?
Jesus fucking Christ.
And we're live.
I think we're live. Are we live, Cam?
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
Producer Cam?
Hello?
Producer Cam, for being the producer, we're having some technical issues.
Oof, rusty.
The internet
It's
is
okay, though.
fucking about as good as a McGriddle.
McGriddles are good.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, well, don't talk bad about the McGriddle.
they're
like
horrible.
that. Don't throw the
Oh,
McGriddle
man.
shade like that to start
That's
this
bad.
off.
But those are not good.
Oh,
What?
oh, God, that's such a crap.
I've been overweight the majority of my life. I know what's good and what's not. I can promise you that. You're out of your mind.
That's
Well,
fine.
Cam, okay. Well, we can't trust anything Cam's going to say tonight. But welcome back, everyone. 10K Bets Live. Little late Monday night. We're all a little tired. Long weekend. Long day at work. But we're here. We're here for you. How's everyone doing? We got Sammy, Mike, and Angry Cam. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm pissed.
I can tell. What's
Fucking
nice?
The internet's giving me shit all night in this godforsaken house. And I don't know what to do with myself.
Did you guys pay the bill? The internet bill?
Yeah, we paid the bill. Pay the bill every
Yeah. That helps. Well, our internet, can you guys see me? I feel like my internet's fine.
ran
Everyone
by
else is just Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right, though.
Move
How
on.
about you, Sammy? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I'm
You good?
great.
Let's kick it off. What was your big winner for the weekend?
And I gave it to you, but you didn't take it. so-
I know. I'm pissed. Like I said, I text you. I hate myself. I do. I was because I had every intentions of doing it.
Yeah.
After we were talking, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go try to live bet this. I mean,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I forgot.
Yeah, no, that's okay though. Victor Hovland won another golf tournament. It's just been red hot, and not a whole lot to say about Vic. He just keeps getting it done, keeps cashing the checks. I've had him 2 weeks in a row now, and I'm not going to say it's been free money, but it kind of has been. So,
Yeah. What were the odds you got him at?
so last week I got him at 1,400 going into Sunday. And he had, like the course record. So he ended up winning, which was super cool. And then this week, unfortunately, with the starting strokes, I only got plus 600. But I threw $100 on it. So
That's not bad.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'll buy you some beers at the tailgate on Thursday.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I didn't bet golf at all. I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm a loser. So I didn't have any big wins. I didn't have any big ones. The things I was most excited about didn't fucking happen. I bet my first UFC fight with the Korean Zombie, which by the way, he is electric. I mean, I felt so stupid because I'm like, this guy's the tits, and they're like, buckle in, this might be his last fight. I'm like, what? Why has no one told me about him? And
Yeah.
they're like,
I didn't know it was
he's been
Ironman either. But
they're like, he's been doing this for 20 years. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how have I never heard? Like, I've never been a UFC fan, but it's like, how have I never heard like, the walkout with that Cranberry song? And like, granted, it was in Singapore, so it's kind of by like Korea where he's from a little bit. It's kind of thing, but the crowd loved him.
yeah,
It was electric. And
it was sweet until he got knocked out. But man, he looked pretty damn good. Like he was definitely up for the fight. And then, I mean, Holloway's just too damn good. He just fucking He just slept him. So
Dude, I swear Holloway backed off twice. Like he could have finished him twice, like by TKO. He could have knocked him out, and then he could have submitted him. Like in the second round, he backed off twice, and I was like, he looked at the ref both times where he was like, "Are you gonna stop this?" And like somehow, like Korean Zombie has a freaking steel chin, so like he can eat punches. So you could tell that one that put him out, like
yeah.
he was nearly dead. Like
Did you see the second round when the Zombie got out of that anaconda choke?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, dude, is like Holloway like backing off? Like, is he just like taking a dive, like trying to make this thing interesting? Because like he should have had him there. There's no way that he should have got out. And the whole time Holloway was looking at the ref, like, are you gonna call this? Is he out? Is he out? He's like, I think he's out. Like,
No,
he might be dead. He might be unconscious in my arms right now. That's what Holloway was thinking. So he let up just enough for him to twist and squirm out of there. That's a position that you just don't see reversals.
No. None. I couldn't believe he got out of it. It just sucks that like 20 seconds into the third round, he gets his lights blew up. But what a fight. I mean, it was the only fight I watched on the card because everything else was at like 6 a.m. But yeah, Max Holloway, man.
I hate that. I hate the 6 a.m. Like the 11 p.m. main event is the greatest thing ever.
Ever.
I don't ever in my life want to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch a fucking UFC fight. I'll do it for no problem. But like UFC, stop.
It's
a Saturday night.
Yeah.
The main event should be at 11:30 when I don't know my left from my rights.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink coffee and watch UFC. I want to drink a Busch Light and watch UFC.
Yeah. But I guess what do you do when it's in fucking Singapore?
Yeah, that was nuts.
Have it in Vegas.
Yeah.
True.
They do. Dude, they had it in Boston though for the Sugar Sean O'Malley fight, and it was like that one didn't start until like 1 a.m. local time. Like the fights were running so far behind, it was crazy. That like even for me, that was like late. I was like, I'm not trying to stay up and watch this. Like,
I'm all for like big events touring because it gives everyone an opportunity. But I am a firm believer that the UFC should be in Vegas every single time, and they should never go anywhere else.
I agree, 1,000%.
Yeah, no, I
never like you're. I don't know if it's not fixed. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Keep it in Vegas.
It's not like they really need to grow the sport either. Like it's huge. They don't need to move it. And it's so electric in Vegas. It should. You're right. It should just stay there. They definitely, because they have so many international fighters, they're trying to like. This next coming fight is in Paris because they got like 8 guys from France on the card. And it's like another one that I'm probably not going to watch because of the time zone. But it's like, I mean, I'd really love to. Just not going to get up.
My thing is like, this might be like super self-centered and like the USA is the only thing that matters. But if you're going to do it in like true. If you're going to do it in like France like that, make the locals have to like watch or go live at 3 a.m. First of all, if fights were coming here and the fight started at 3 a.m., that would be sick. But then it's like perfect for everyone in the U.S.
Yeah.
Sam, that's an outrageous take. I love it.
It is outrageous, but
I don't know. Dana White.
Anything
seems
for
like
the
he knows what he's
Americans.
doing.
yeah.
Dana White's all about the money, and if he sees dollar signs elsewhere, that's what he's doing.
What can I say? I love the troops, and that actually segues into my weekend of betting, where week 0 of college football is maybe like the biggest dick tease in the world. It's like there's 7 games. There's maybe like 2 Power 5 teams playing. You're like, am I watching college football? Am I watching preseason football? Like, what's happening? And the only bet I lost this weekend, I put plus 20.5 on Navy because once again, I love the troops. And yeah, that backfired. I really thought my whole day was going to be shit after that. But I lost that. I hit San Diego State minus 2.5 because that was free money. That was my lock of the week. I hit FIU plus 12 because D. Coldest Crawford is a curse no matter where he goes.
I had a money line, and that's so sad.
And then I hit Hawaii Vanderbilt over because both teams are awful, and you already knew that defense was never going to be played there. Vanderbilt's actually not that bad. I'm really pissed at myself, though, because I was so tempted to take UMass money line because anywhere Jerry Kill goes is just an absolute hurricane, and they fucking killed them. Like that's it should have been way more than 40.
They're on my do not touch list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New Mexico State's god awful.
That team.
I know they were good like at the end of last year, like in their conference. They won
They
a game, whatever. Like I'm really pissed that I didn't pick UMass. And I almost switched out UMass for Navy and I would have went 4-0. But what do you do?
Oh my, that was my biggest upset of the weekend. I was like, holy shit, UMass looks like a totally. I don't even think that's New Mexico State. Like I think that's literally UMass is that much better than they were. They got Tyson Pomachan or whatever from Clemson, and who was just like riding pine for like 4.5 years. And he was still like a 4-star recruit. And I was like, why isn't this guy transferred? And he goes to UMass of all places, which is a weird call. But yeah, you could tell like they had a legit quarterback.
Well, they also
And
have
it made
another
a difference.
They have
They
another
had Don Brown, who used to be the DC at Michigan.
Well,
So
and then
like,
they have
the defense was playing really well too.
this is how stacked they are for like a mid-major team.
Right.
The Stephen Ortiz transferred from the Gophers to UMass,
right.
not even on the depth chart. Didn't even sniff the field. He watched from his dorm. That's how good.
Yeah, no, I lost the. I didn't think Notre Dame was gonna cover. I lost that. I really didn't.
I didn't either.
It was crazy. USC didn't cover. Missed that too.
They
I
were
mean, that's
covering. They were covering at one point.
They
Yeah.
suck, dude. That
Yeah, they're
that
not-
defense is just awful, dude.
Yeah,
That
Caleb
defense is
Williams-
going to
Caleb
cost
Williams
them
looked
in
good.
the Pac-12.
Yeah.
And also, again, I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. The Pac-12 network is going to ruin the last season of the Pac-12.
Mhm.
Like, are these games? They're going to at least be on ESPN. I hope when they get into conference play. But holy shit!
The Pac-12 network is so fucking awful. It is the worst network that's ever invented.
See, but do you think they even fucking care?
Yeah,
No, they should. They have a really good conference with a lot of good teams. Like this year,
Not in a few years.
well,
There
it's
is
done
a-
after this year. This is the last
Yeah.
ride. So
There's
Yes,
a
I mean, they-
podcast I listened to during college basketball season, and one of the guys was bitching that he could never watch Pac-12 basketball because the Pac-12 network is nowhere, and then he found it on his fucking refrigerator.
Mm.
He said his smart refrigerator has Pac-12 network, so he was sitting in his kitchen on his fridge. That's
a
how
great
bad the
story.
Pac-12 network is.
That's a great story.
Somehow in
Oh
some
my
Samsung fucking fridge.
oh
That's
my
stupid.
heavens.
USC still my pick to win it all, though.
No,
Really, not a chance.
Hey, don't give your money to the book. Give it straight to me. I'll fucking take the field on that.
Caleb Williams is him.
Yeah,
It would be
Yeah,
even
Caleb
more-
Williams is awesome.
It would be even. I will say that defense is very scary. It would be. I would put all my fucking money on it if Addison was still there and if Blackman was still there to help out a little bit. But
They weren't that good last year with those guys.
I get it. But another year.
Don't you remember what
yeah.
happened in the Cotton Bowl?
Yeah, you got to understand. Yeah, shut up. You got to understand though. If those two players came back, granted they couldn't because they didn't have eligibility, but you're just more experienced, and then you have another year of Caleb Williams, who's the best QB prospect since Mahomes.
Yeah. I think we all took Caleb Williams. It's one of the underdogs that hit this week.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, the pick 'em, higher than 3 touchdowns, and then
Yep.
Sam Hartman for Notre Dame,
Yeah.
higher than 2 touchdowns.
Which was pretty relatively free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
We
That,
didn't have to sweat Hartman at all, and
Yeah.
Williams hit his 4 touchdowns like in the third quarter.
I
Yeah.
have a fucking bone to pick with the NCAA though. Like I'm so pissed about Thursday because we'll all be at the Gopher game, and the fact that Utah and Florida is on Thursday night
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Do you think
They're
that's gonna be a good
They're
game
not
though?
worried about the Minnesota game.
No, because Florida sucks.
Yeah, I think Graham Mertz, like he should be a little bit better than he was in at Wisconsin because Wisconsin is where quarterbacks go to die. But like, I don't know.
My
Game
thing is,
one,
though,
they don't have a lot of talent.
Even
around.
though Florida's a lot worse, like that game, we did a live stream for that game last year. I think it was me,
yeah.
Mike, you were in there, or no, Renz was in there. There was a
It was
couple
you,
of
me, and Marlo.
Yeah, and then Marlo, we did a live stream for the Utah Florida game. And granted, like, I mean, Cameron Rising's back for Utah, but Anthony Richardson is gone. But that game was electric.
Mhm.
That
was
should be
so
a prime time Saturday game again.
If I remember, I think you took Utah, didn't you, last year?
I was the only one that did, and I should have hit the whole game, and they choked.
Yeah.
I was the same.
That's
I was on
fantastic.
Utah too. I remember that. I was so mad at that game. But yeah, no, I think Utah's defense just.
I will
wins that
say,
game.
though, the fact that we get Penn State and West Virginia for consolation, so I'll take that one.
That's going to be a brutal game. That is going to be a brutal prime. Might be the worst primetime game the first 4 weeks of the season.
Is that the only game that late?
No. There's another one.
Oh, North
that's
Carolina.
the one that's on NBC. I can't remember the UNC US.
Carolina's at 6:30. That'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the game I'm looking forward to. We'll talk about that on Wednesday, though.
Yeah.
I think that Notre Dame, like just going back to Notre Dame, Sam Hartman, like that turned out way better than I ever would have thought for them. I know it's just Navy, but
they looked really good.
They look so clean. Like he missed maybe one throw
Yeah.
that I could remember, and like he was just on the money with everything. They look like that was a well rehearsed offense, and like they just haven't had a passing attack really outside of the tight end for the last 3 years, or you could even go back and say 10 years. But yeah, they finally have something there on top of their running game. Whole line
That was
solid too.
That was why I got caught in the trap, is because I grew up and I've had so many years of Notre Dame just choking.
Right.
They haven't had a good college quarterback probably since Brady Quinn. And I was just so used to them. Like, yeah, they're going to beat Navy, but I didn't think they would blow them out. And then sure as shit, they finally have a good quarterback.
They're not usually good against those big spreads either. That's the one thing I've always been super on alert with Notre Dame, because when you run the ball, you limit possessions and you play good defense. You're not
well, as good as Notre Dame looked. Navy didn't. I mean, they scored 3 points.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
was anyone else just trying to like refrain from throwing their remote at the TV from watching Navy just continue to hand off the ball when they're
I'm
down?
so happy I was at the Vikings game.
Oh my god!
Week 3 of preseason football was so much better than that game would have been. I was so happy.
Oh my god!
I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, I bet on Notre Dame, so I won it. But I was watching the game with my dad, and he was just like, "How the fuck do you run an offense like this?" And just continuously, like the first pass they threw was so bad, and they just did not throw another pass for 2 quarters.
They are stuck on NCAA football 14, and I'm pretty sure that's what they use for film, because that offense was stuck in that game.
Yeah, it was bad. The other bad thing was the Plums bet didn't hit. Hawaii almost. I mean, I was convinced because Vandy had that punt return touchdown, I think, or kick return in the first quarter. I mean, that doesn't happen. That's a tie ball game. That's 28-28. I mean, it was I think both teams suck. But, I mean, for throwing out a bet on getting at plus 660, and it's pretty close. I mean, this close to the first Plums bet. We'll get one in here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you worry.
You got your money's worth there. And you were right. Yeah, everything about that game was a disaster, down to the stadium they're playing in. Like it's like
their Jumbotron was on like that JLG lift. There was like a lightning delay for like an hour. It was just a disaster. I loved the lightning delay because I was like, this is only going to help me. Like we need this game as weird as possible, and it was, and it almost worked. Almost.
I'm pretty sure I would rather watch like a rom-com than watch that game.
That's
just
really
because
sad.
of the setting and like how bad it was.
Yeah,
honestly. Like it's the same thing, right? Like it's the first week of preseason football, and you're so pumped to like have football back, and then you're watching it and you're realizing what is on the field, and you're like, I can wait another week.
Well, that's what it was. I mean, this whole week 0, it's pretty much a preseason. Like none of these games really matter. Like I said, you had a couple of close spreads, but all the close ones are games that teams you don't really care about. You're just betting them to bet them pretty much. Like you said, just to get the juices flowing for this weekend. So
I literally bet San Diego State minus 2.5 because they're a basketball wagon. And that's what I know about. I was like, yeah, I'll take them.
I like them because of their uniforms. I was like, yeah,
that's great.
I like that. And that's what, I mean, I don't know. It was a good weekend. I liked it. It was a good appetizer for the real thing coming up. That's what I'm excited about. Is there anything else you guys want to? Any other big bets you guys hit this weekend? Sammy,
just had golf.
Mike.
I think I hit that.
I hit that Jacksonville State bet against UTEP. That was a freaking ugly game, and UTEP probably could have won that 3 different ways.
Don't even. No,
I was so happy I was on the right side of that one. Thank you, Rich Rod.
UTEP blows.
Sammy, go ahead. No, because that third fourth down scenario where they just threw the ball like 20 yards downfield on third down and fourth down when they needed 1 yard, and it was like they just ruined the game for them.
Who's calling the plays? Who's calling them? Who called the plays? You got 2 plays to get 1 yard. 1 yard. It could have been a QB sneak. It could have been a dive. Oh no, we're gonna get a 25-yard fucking bomb into the ridiculous.
Well, they weren't expecting it.
They're no. They're canceled. They are
It
canceled.
was John T. Filippo.
I don't care if it was the first game. It was that bad. And guess what? Now they don't get me as a fan for the entire year. So that's
UTEP?
UTEP.
Sad. Well, sorry, University of Texas El Paso. You ain't getting Sammy stats this season.
I'll be fading. Oh, Mike, Gophers 6.5 on my book.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Anything under 7, you got to hammer that. They've won
Is
by
that the
7
spread or
last
their
3
win
years.
total this season?
Spread.
Oh, okay.
Both. I mean, screw it. I'd take over on both.
I think it's gonna do. All right, we'll just quick preface of the Gopher Nebraska game, just because. Oh, my boss is calling. That's not good. Nebraska's going to be good. Jeff Sims coming in from Georgia Tech. Matt Rule. It's a new team. Nebraska's got a shot. That's all we'll say about it.
Your coaches
So
are
you're
only as
taking
good as your players.
We can save it for Wednesday when we talk about it more. But I'm just saying.
They're 2 to 3 years away.
Maybe you like a
that's
side
a
in that one, Renzi. Got to bet on it. You know.
Oh, I'm betting Nebraska.
Are you going to plums
You
bet that
Nebraska
one? Yeah.
guy?
Little plums bet.
I'll take them at least 6.5. Might take them. I'll have to see what the odds are on that.
No,
Straight
yeah,
up.
take that money line.
Huh?
Are you a Nebraska fan?
I went to school there.
Ugh.
I'm very.
That's
shocked.
what my allegiances this season are going to go. Probably Tulane, Nebraska, Minnesota.
I think I hate you.
I think I'm a bigger Tulane fan than that. Like I said, I won so
love
much
Tulane.
money off them last year. I'm just like the biggest Tulane fan. I have my Twitter notification set every time Tulane football tweets. I see it because I'm that excited.
I will say your Tulane ride and then what they did by winning the Cotton Bowl was one of the most
Um,
impressive bandwagon fandoms I've ever seen because you didn't jump on them when you knew they were good. You jumped
No.
on them literally right away.
Like
Before
week
they
1, I
were-
bet them every week of the season, and I'm like, I would say, I'm like, they're going to cover. They're going to cover. They went 11-1 against the spread last year. That's crazy. That is crazy. If you're not, and I remember I would even jump in like the Barstool people do like the tweet, whatever they're called, the things before, and I'd always comment. I'm like Tulane. And they're like Tulane guy maybe this week. I don't know. They might cover. I'm like, no, they will. They will cover. I promise you. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm excited. They're 6.5 favorites this week. So
That's
obviously
so good.
take them.
I'm so excited to literally just gamble a super unresponsible amount of money on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. There's 5
Yes.
days in a row of college football.
Yes.
It's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It will be very fun.
Yeah. You
My
got to be
Sunday-
pumped.
My Sunday is exhausting.
Mm.
Like after watching college football on my couch like a fat piece of shit all day, Sunday I'm playing golf in the morning and then I have 5 fantasy football drafts and 3 games of football.
Wow.
Really?
Oh
is-
man. You gotta make sure you clear your schedule for that LSU FSU game.
Oh,
That's gonna
that'll be on the TV while I'm drafting for
yes.
sure.
Yeah.
That's game of the
Sunday?
week. Sunday night. Yep.
Oh, what a treat.
Florida State money line.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
It's so hard not to talk about this because I know we're recording it again on Wednesday, but I've been sitting here looking at the schedule and there's so many games, and I think it's probably okay to talk about it now because there's no way we get to all of them
No.
like on Wednesday. But
No.
like, do you know how excited I am for some of these? Like TCU Colorado, super underrated game.
Mhm.
There's so many good games on week 1, and I don't remember it being this good.
Who do you like in that camp?
I like Colorado plus 20.5, unfortunately.
I like that too. I don't.
Well,
man,
I don't hate that. I mean, I,
I
feel
just-
like the world's on TCU.
I don't want to buy into the Coach Prime hype, but like, and I know Colorado was brutal, but 20.5 is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot
Mhm.
of points. What did the Gophers beat them by?
30.
They played them last year. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought
they beat by 32 years in a row in Colorado and at home.
but
so-
obviously they didn't have Prime and the recruits.
True, they were the worst Power 5 team by a long shot. The one game I see on here that's interesting is Washington minus 14 and a half against Boise State. Like that's disgusting. I love this. I love the Washington team. I think Michael
Boise
Penix
State-
is awesome.
Plus
Boise State's
a lot.
plus 14 and a half. That's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's just too many points. Like, plus the Washington defense is unproven. I also like the over in that game, 58 and a half. Like, I think that there's points everywhere in that game. But the spread just jumped out at me. I was like, man, that's a lot of freaking points.
This is why I love week 1 too, because you can just exploit so many fucking lines.
Yeah. Oh, UMass. So you know how UMass they freaking looked amazing last week against the shitty New Mexico State team. They go to Auburn, and I think they're like 37-point dogs or 38, and it's like, fuck it, I'll take a flyer on. That's a lot of points. That's Hugh Freeze's first game coaching Auburn too. They have who's the Michigan State quarterback from last year? Peyton Thorne. That's Auburn's quarterback. He's not going to put up ungodly numbers throwing the ball. Like, I don't know.
Vince, your team is one of my locks of the week, actually. Tulane minus 6.5 against South Alabama. That is a disrespectful line I think I've ever seen for a top 5 team.
That's a Plum's play.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why.
I'm in there.
I don't know why it's that low. I really don't. It
Michael
was at
Pratt.
7.
Michael Pratt's
and
back.
that's
You
what's
gotta
crazy.
have that.
It was at 7. I mean, so it dropped, which was I don't get it. I highly doubt people are betting against. I don't know how you possibly could.
My last one that I'll mention before Wednesday is I'm so tempted to take Northwestern money line over Rutgers on Sunday. Rutgers is minus 6.5. The Big Ten always has a weird upset at the beginning, and like I could see Northwestern winning that game.
Yeah,
because they're plus 6.5. I might take a money line.
When is that Tulane game, Lens?
Saturday
night.
Yeah, 2:30, right?
7.
It's 7 at night. Yeah, night game. It's perfect. It's a perfect way to end the night.
Oh,
what do you mean? We got Idaho State and San Diego State at 9:30.
Minus 6.5. That seems so ratty.
Hashtag Jared Allen.
Yeah. No, Tulane's a lock.
I can tell you that 92% of the public is on Tulane.
That's why I don't get why it
scary.
went down a half
That's
a point.
scary.
I don't get it. I don't understand why.
It's
That's why I'll be putting a responsibly healthy Plums wager on Tulane minus 6.5. Minus 6.5, and like I don't know what's the over under on that? What's the total?
I can tell you in 52.
One thing I was going to ask too, Mike, you'll probably know more than any of us. Do any Power 5 teams have week 1 as a bye?
No, I think everyone plays either between week 0 or week 1.
Yeah.
The first buys aren't until like week 3, I think.
Okay.
Unless there's some team, like if you play week 0, some of them sometimes they don't play week 1. Like Notre Dame could have taken a bye after coming back, but instead they scheduled Tennessee State, which is like might as well be a bye. So, but yeah, you usually don't see that unless they usually play week 0 or week 1. But
have you found any like mid-major like upsets that could beat a Power 5 team or no?
yes, and I want to talk about this on Wednesday, but I'll tease it right now. It's the battle for Miami. The battle for Miami.
Damn like that.
Dude, Blaine Gabbert's little brother is the freaking quarterback for Miami, Ohio. And he came out and said, one of the reporters asked him, there's like, where is the real Miami? And he's like, it's in Ohio. Or I forget what the city's at, but he says, and we're going to him on Saturday. And I was like, that's enough for me.
Wow. What's
But
your
Miami's just like weird. They're 17.5-point dogs. So 16, 17-point line. So I'm at least taking them on the spread. I got to sprinkle the money line there because Miami's just been a mess. They got a lot of they always have talent, but like they haven't really put it all together yet. And I don't think Tyler Van Dyke is a dude at all.
I also think Fresno State's going to beat Purdue.
I like that one too.
And Toledo might beat Illinois.
I don't know about that one. I have a tough time with
I actually think 9.5 is
fan of
very
that one, Cameron. But I do like your Fresno.
Yeah, who knows what Purdue is?
UNC and North Carolina go. Well, it's not really goes, but North Carolina, South Carolina is a fun one, and that's at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte.
Mhm.
2.5 point spread. Gamecocks are favored. That's a fun game.
South
Yep.
Carolina technically the home team.
Yeah.
Over.
Not a whole lot of defense there, huh, Mike?
No chance. And you got two really good quarterbacks. Like I want to see the Spencer Rattler like redemption tour. I really want to see it pan out. Their defense will probably let them down in the end, but I think they could play in some fun games like against Tennessee or an LSU or something, Ole Miss, like where they'll just get in some freaking high-powered, high-scoring battles, and that's what I'm looking forward to because I think they have some solid wide receivers too. They lost Shi Smith, but I think they're playing a different brand of beamer ball down there. They're throwing the ball around the yard.
This is the last one I mentioned before we get to the Twins because at some point we have to get to the.
We
Twins.
have to.
You're gonna
talk about them.
You'll clip this next Monday when we record. Iowa State, Northern Iowa will be a 1-score game. Northern Iowa potentially will win that game.
Okay.
Iowa State doesn't have Breece Hall. He's not there to
No.
save them. Iowa State sucks. They don't have Brock Purdy. Northern Iowa is going to give them hell.
I agree.
But
I love that. I love that.
Mike, do you know anything about this UCLA new quarterback that isn't DTR?
We talking about, is it Dante Moore?
I'm not sure. I just
They have a freshman. They talked about Dante Moore possibly being the starter at UCLA. He's a freshman.
That's the Saturday 9:30 game, which is always your saving grace betting game. And UCLA is 2-touchdown favorite, but they're playing Coastal Carolina. And I didn't know who UCLA's quarterback was this year.
Oh no, they're redshirting him. Ethan Garbers, never heard of him. They got that running back from I'm blanking on him. He was a Mac running back. He transferred to UCLA. It's gonna bother the fuck out of me. I think he went to Ball.
Running back.
They did. Sean Tyler. Oh, it's gonna bother me. Oh, fuck. He's long blonde hair and he went to Ball State, I think.
Cameron Thompson.
Cameron
All right, move on
Thompson.
to the Twins. Jesus.
So
Carson
the Twins might be back. They've sucked me in officially.
Carson
officially.
Steele.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
Sorry, Renz, go for it.
No, that's okay. I officially think they might make a somewhat run in the playoffs. And if you look at the teams that they might end up playing in that first round, if they end up playing the Astros, they're going to lose. I'm convinced that they don't stand a chance. And then who else is it? Seattle,
Mariners and Tampa Bay.
Bay,
Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, it's
Toronto.
Toronto. So, and I don't know. It's going to be a weird because this season in the first series, it's 3 games, all at home. So they'll all be here in that first round.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Oh, that's right because we play a
Wild card.
Yeah, because we're the top seed, and then we play we're the worst division winner. We play the worst wild
card. Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we play the best wild card if we're the worst
Nope.
division?
No,
But the others are already in the division series. Like we're playing in the wild card. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if they win, all right, if they win 2 games, the best of 3, does that count? Does that break the playoff streak in your opinion? To me, I say it doesn't. It doesn't count unless you win in the ALDS.
Yeah,
it does.
No,
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't
absolutely. They
You
haven't
won the
won a
play-in.
game
You
since
won the
Price
play-in.
died, Mike.
count. Yes,
No,
I
if
know.
it was the stupid one game, like if they're playing 163, no, that doesn't count. But even if it was, because then they have the wild card playing game. That's fucking stupid. That doesn't
Wild card,
count.
it was
But this is an actual series.
This is so stupid. So they had to change the rules of the playoffs for the Twins to get a playoff win. That's how fucking long.
Pretty much. But I mean, and the worst thing about it is we might have the worst record in the playoffs too.
Oh yeah, that's true. And
So-
you get it at home.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
Am I
why.
crazy to say that we still have a chance at the 2 seed.
Who's the 2 seed
Seattle
currently?
Like, they're 74 and 56. We're 69 and 63.
Yeah,
They're
we're not
9 and
touching
1. They're hot.
We're
They
not
could
touching
very easily shit the bed. They're
That's
9
like
points behind.
saying the Cleveland Indians might win the division, which they might.
Well, you're right. The
So-
Cleveland Indians actually have 0% chance of winning the division, but the Cleveland Guardians do have a chance of winning the division.
Same thing. They'll always be.
That was a
I don't
take.
care. They'll always be
They
the Cleveland
technically have
Indians.
a 7.8% chance.
Thank you. Wow, that's Sammy Stats coming with some fucking stats.
That's just on MLB. Don't worry.
Per
Nice.
Fangraphs.com.
Um,
But no, the Twins they look good. I mean, as of late, I mean it's the hitting's been stepping up big. I mean, it hasn't really even been the pitching that's been carrying them. It's been the bats, and
Which
I
is
know.
so good to see.
well, it's great to see it. Also, I mean, like I said, they only won that game on Sunday because the Rangers said we're done. We're not going to burn any more of our fucking bullpen. I mean, obviously the Rangers just let us win that game. So I mean, but
What?
and then we wouldn't have even been if Royce Lewis wouldn't have hit that grand slam. I mean, so I mean,
blank check for Royce Lewis.
Are
Blank
you
one.
playing a
Yeah.
Marlowe right now?
no, my point. I'm just speaking the fucking facts. They on Sunday, the Rangers yesterday they gave us the game.
No, they didn't. We earned
Yes.
that win, considering that we fucking.
So they just
routed
happened to
the
random
Bulls.
just 8-pitch walk 2 guys in a row and then just huck one down there and game's over.
You think that like the Rangers that are battling for a wild card spot
Yes.
to even make the playoffs just threw a game and laid off?
Yes.
No.
What are you gonna go 20 innings and burn your entire bullpen so you're fucked the whole week?
Well, when you have an off
For
day on
one
Monday,
game?
if you have an off day on
I-
Monday, yes, they
don't
did.
think so.
So
I don't think so. But
that's a crazy.
it's a fantastic take.
They've lost like 9 of 10. So like, I mean, they were brutal going into this series.
Yeah, they needed that
Yeah.
win more than ever.
I don't know. They gave us the win. They gave it to us. But we'll take it. The Twins need it because again, they're only as per Sammy Stats 92.2% chance to win this thing. So, but like I said, I think they've got a good shot at least to win that first series unless we play the Astros. I guarantee you we lose 2 straight to the Astros at home if we end up playing them. So,
Do you want to know a fun number? It's actually pretty laughable.
yes.
The Chicago White Sox were minus 175 to win the division.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean,
Can you imagine
preseason they
throwing
look
the deuce on
good.
that? Oh
They have
god,
good players.
they are 17 games back. They're 52 and 80, and they're supposed to win the division. That is
Right.
hilarious.
One of my favorite things about baseball this year is that if you look at the division leaders in the AL, it is 3 teams that have been so bad our whole lives: Baltimore, Seattle, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
There's finally and then the wild card teams are Tampa Bay, Texas, and Houston. Like besides Houston, there's some new blood in the MLB, and it's the best.
It's fun to see.
Boston and the Yankees might both miss the playoffs.
That's what I
love
think
that.
the Yankees are like pretty
Yankees
much out of
are
it.
done for.
Yeah. And that I saw a stat like the
Yeah.
Yankees haven't missed the playoffs. I think this is what the stat was since like Bill Clinton was president. That's crazy. Like
Yeah,
fuck those
Oh,
guys.
it's great. Just to see him 19 games back in the division is unheard of.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be. I mean, for the money they spend on those guys, that just stinks. And
Yeah.
imagine if you're like some of those guys that sign with them, like what a waste. Like
The
I don't know.
Braves,
money
Dodgers, NLCS might be one of the best NLCSs we've ever seen. That
I already
NLCS
have a future on the Braves. I don't remember what I got them at, but I already put a future on them. all
I
that
did
time.
too. I'd put a future on the Braves, and the Dodgers kind of scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
But,
it.
yeah,
Playoff baseball.
You're a Diamondbacks fan.
That's right. I really hope they fucking make the playoffs. They're in a heater in the wild card right now, right there with the Reds, and also the Cubs are there. The Phillies, the Giants, Marlins. It's a
Perfect,
sweaty battle.
perfect world for me. I think the Phillies will make it no matter what. But if the Diamondbacks and the Reds both made the playoffs, that'd be sweet.
I
That'd
would
be
love
sweet.
The Reds
All
are
right,
so
we're-
fun to watch.
This is just the best time of year. I just fucking love it.
Everything's
Football's back.
going.
Yeah, and now baseball, like, because in August, baseball kind of gets draining too. Like, it's kind of like, you've been betting on it because that's all the fuck there is to bet on. And you're tired of watching it, especially with the Twins. They've had such an up and down year. I mean, I kind of tuned out from them a little bit just because it's like, god damn it. But now It's getting juicy and it's getting real. Because now that they're actually going to probably make the playoffs, I mean, it's time. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
and it's a little cliche, but it's like it doesn't really matter what you do in the regular season. Like, if the pitching can show up like they did early in the season, and the bats stay fucking hot. It's a team that's can at least win one series, and who knows?
I'd
Look
like to win a
out.
game. Let's just win a game and then win another game and then win another game and just keep it going.
Just do what the
Yes.
Royals did. Yeah. Where they
the
just-
funny
yeah,
thing
win one
about
game.
baseball is that they kind of got to figure it out. Like they're like that horse that you bet on at Canterbury. Like it starts the race in the lead because it's the only thing going on and it's great. And then
Yeah.
at like halfway through the race, it's like exhausted and it's like
Yeah.
in the middle of the pack to the end. And then at the end, as everyone else has the spotlight, like football, college football, hockey comes back, NBA comes back, baseball comes out of nowhere and just wins the race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
insane.
It's a great analogy.
They know what they're doing.
I like
yeah.
that.
Okay,
Playoff
that
baseball's the
was
best.
really smart of you.
That was really nice, Cam.
Beautiful.
Oh.
So
Well,
smart.
cool.
I should
Well, unless you guys got anything else, any last minute comments, any
We're not
bad,
going over
bad takes from Cam, anything?
I think I redeemed myself.
I think you did too. And you've calmed down. It was nice. Internet worked. I love it.
Yeah.
Love
Didn't
it.
work on my game of Madden earlier.
Ugh. I didn't buy Madden this year. I don't know if I will. I will, but I won't.
I did, and I'm really scared to say that I like it, but it pisses
Is it any different?
It feels different. Like gameplay feels different.
Oh.
Feels
I'll wait
smoother.
till- I'll
And
wait
then-
like 4 weeks when it's half off.
And then like it feels a lot smoother, and then like out of nowhere there'll be a tackle where like it's like a fucking Brock Lesnar suplex SmackDown versus Raw in the middle of a football field. It's great.
yeah.
I got one play for Saturday, and it's not college football. And I'm going back to the team that just killed me, but it's Newcastle plus
Oh,
155.
who cares?
Good night.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I go to bed.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Sammy,
not
I
gonna
wasn't
stay
gonna
up to
talk.
talk
I
about
wasn't gonna
fucking
talk about it.
soccer.
I wasn't
It
gonna
was
talk about it.
terrible.
We lost
Mike,
the
it was
most
a
brutal way
disaster.
on Sunday. I needed a win to get me back, and I thought that was it. They
They
took
had
a nice
they
lead.
were up 1-0 at half, and the other team had a red card playing with 10 minutes. And they just the last 15 minutes of the soccer game, they were asleep, and the Liverpool scored twice.
I would rather bet on Vanderpump Rules.
Dude, it's the best. In the morning, I start
not.
waking up early on weekends.
not.
I will, when
No,
you're in it, when you're
Oh,
hungover,
horse
even
of Canterbury.
yeah.
You know
what?
what's so much better than soccer in the morning? Betting on that? Sleeping.
Sleep. I was just asleep.
No, it actually. I was hungover as piss on Sunday. I woke up to watch that, and I was literally just I don't know the green like on the field. It was just like very comforting.
How many mushrooms did you do?
None. It's the best, you know. I'd rather wake up to college game day, but you know, we work with what we got. We play the hand we're dealt.
Soccer sucks.
All right, Jens, we're gonna have to
Culture
convert you
sucks.
because I take that as a personal offense.
As you should.
Oh, it's not. It's just the truth. It's.
It's awful.
I don't even know how you could bet. What are the lines on that? Like, will someone score? I don't even know.
Well, you can bet on that, but it's
Will someone? How long is the extra time going to be? The game goes on for.
There's no
fucking
extra
ever.
time.
no, you can't bet on
English-
that.
No.
The extra time is so subjective, I feel like.
It
Oh,
is.
it's so stupid.
It's so stupid. You ever had
That's-
if anyone ever thinks that any like of the four main sports in America are rigged, Vegas literally has their hands all over extra time in soccer, and I will never hear otherwise.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sucks.
Yeah, and then like even when it gets exciting, like to a shootout, like I don't even know if they do that all the time or not. But it's the same thing with the extra time. It's like everyone's running around and they're like, "All right, let's just do a shootout. It's fine." It's just
Even
it's
worse,
like, what are you
no, they
talking-
just stop it. They just stop it and they
Yeah.
call it a draw. That's
I'm pretty
my least favorite part is when I bet a team and I think I have an educated guess on what's going to happen, and then it just ends in a draw and there's no extra time because it's English Premier League regular season. Like,
And it really it sucks because you have to bet the draw if you think it's gonna be. It's not like you push your bet or whatever. No, like the draw
Yeah.
is a separate bet.
That's
Mhm.
insane.
So like,
Yeah, I bet one.
three-way money line. Yep.
yeah,
I bet
so-
USA and I got fucked on that because I was pumped. I'm like, nice, I won this stupid soccer bet, and it's like, no, you didn't.
All right, I can see why Renz hates soccer.
No, you
Fuck
didn't.
soccer, dude.
I'm pretty sure
Ugh.
Carlo had a soccer money line bet and it went into a shootout and his team won and
Yeah, that doesn't count either.
that doesn't count as a money.
Yeah, because the bets are for 90 minutes plus.
That's insane. That
Yeah.
is legitimately.
It's a separate bet. So he would have had to bet PK, and instead of just a 3-way money line, which is it's a clusterfuck.
They won the game.
It's not a 3-way money line. It's literally a 5-way money line. Why would you ever do that? You're gonna lose.
Well, if you bet on Man City, they just win 8-0 every game.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Mike knows Man City.
Like
That's what I don't even know.
Erling
All
Haaland,
those teams-
best player in the league,
Best
best
player
player in
in
the
the-
world right now.
They win every game, and their bench is ridiculous, and it's stupid.
the last
They have
soccer.
that. They have that.
But they're
signing
cash cow if you bet on them, like -2.5 every Prem League game, and they just win 7-0. It's quite stupid.
Aren't all the good players coming over here, like the Messis and the Palo Altos and the whoever else?
How do you know who that is?
Are you a
Messi.
Messi?
Messi. That's all they talk about.
Who's Palo Alto. Somebody one racer.
Isn't
that the guy's name?
Isn't that like a city in California?
Yeah, that's where
Maybe.
Stanford is.
I don't know.
That's why I was laughing. I was
Who
like,
am I
and
thinking?
then I
I
thought he
thought
actually
maybe it
said
was big
something.
soccer.
Oh,
guys-
those.
I feel like you guys would know exactly what I'm talking about. There's some guy named Paulo something or other.
All the Messis, the Palo Altos, the San Bernardinos, the Sacramento.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, who's
Oh,
the
man.
goofy
San
looking
Jose.
fucker that plays for LA? He looks like a gargoyle. You guys know what I'm talking about. Big soccer guys with long hair.
Oh, you're talking about Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucker.
Yeah. The Palo
And
Alto.
Cam's not even a soccer guy.
I know, but I just
Ibrahimovic. Is he still playing in the MLS?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we got Ibrahimovic,
That's not real soccer. I watch real
Messi's,
soccer.
and Palo Alto.
the only soccer players I know of is like those two: Landon Donovan, David Beckham, and then Kaká, because his name is literally shit.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're talking about too.
Okay, so I was actually I actually know he doesn't play anymore. I was thinking about Pele. But I was thinking about Palo Alto.
He's dead. He's
Pele's
Oh, he's
R.I.P.
dead.
R.I.P. Pele.
That's-
Oh, R.I.P.
literally-
Palo Alto.
That's
I'm
literally
sorry.
like someone you talking to baseball with someone, and they're like, "Yeah, did you see that hit Roberto Clemente had the other day?"
Oh my
The difference is that baseball's cool and soccer's fucking stupid.
True.
We'll get you back on. It's just like
You won't.
what's his face? It's just like Marlo that doesn't like horse racing.
The only way I would ever get back into it is for some reason like COVID came back and they canceled all the sports and they're like, we'll still play soccer.
That's how I got into it. That's exactly how I got into it.
No, that is how I got into it over the COVID year.
Yeah, that's the only way. So if COVID comes back, I guess you got me soccer.
All right. I'm waiting for another pandemic to put you on.
Yeah, you never know.
Guys,
Mascot, Minnesota.
Yeah,
no. Good
turning the dials. All right, I think we're good.
Before I get canceled.
Picks
Yeah,
Wednesday,
that's fine.
right?
Yeah, we're gonna
Wednesday,
shoot for this
baby.
Wednesday. We'll preview obviously the Gopher Nebraska game. That's gonna be a big one. We got plenty of other big college games coming up this weekend, and then next week, I don't know how we're gonna jam it all in between NFL. It's gonna be a lot, but we'll get it to you.
We'll
Don't you
find
worry.
it.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Put all of our plays out there for the most part. Straight bets, everything. We got it all. What is it? 10K. I can never 10K underscore bets. is
Yeah.
on Twitter. Okay. And then on like TikTok, it's just at 10K bets. Instagram's just at 10K bets. You got to get the 10K underscore bets on Twitter. Or X. It's X now.
Yeah.
I keep getting corrected.
That's Brian.
That's Brian.
All right.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Toodles.
Peace.